A delegation led by award-winning director Atom Egoyan hit the red carpet in Marrakech to pick up a special tribute to Canadian cinema. For the past decade, the festival's country tribute has been one of its highlights. This year's event drew many talents, including actress and director Carole Laure and director Brandon Cronenberg, who's following in the steps of his famous father David. Euronews met Atom Egoyan to discuss Canadian filmmaking and its struggle to stand out from U.S. cinema.
Well, I think we have to talk about Canadian cinemas. I think that Quebecois cinema, that is the cinema from Quebec, is able to forge that identity because it has its own language. And I think that English Canadian cinema has this issue where we are speaking the same language as the U.S. And the differences that make our English Canadian culture separate are subtle. That being said, there's a type of film that you can make in English Canada which is impossible to make in the U.S. I mean, I look at even this new film. Remember, it's an American script, but it could not have been made in America because it's considered not to be commercial.
In competition this year is young director Stephen Dunn's debut, Closet Monster, a semi-autobiographical coming-out movie that has already won Best Canadian Feature at the Toronto Film Festival. Dunn, who's only 26, says now's a great time for Canadian filmmaking.
Especially right now, there's like a really exciting energy going on in Canada with a lot of young filmmakers, like my friend like Andrew Savadino, who's also here, and Xavier Dolan, and it feels like a new voice is emerging, and it's really actually a very exciting time to be in Canada right now making films.
Invited to give a masterclass was German-Turkish director Fatih Akin, a former jury member at the 2013 Marrakech Festival. We asked him about the role of film festivals like these.
It was a good experience.
It's a very important one, I think. You know, it's important that this comes from an Arabic background. It has an Arabic surrounding and an Islamic surrounding. It's good to show the world that whenever you speak about, I don't know, places from the Arab world or Islamic world, you know, it had become like all terror and crucial and all that stuff. But there's a lot of like art coming around from these spots too, you know, maybe more, definitely more than just a crucial news, you know. And I would like to support that.
Another special guest was Park Chan-wook, who won the Cannes Grand Prix in 2004 for Old Boy.
It was really great.
The South Korean director confessed that violence in his films is inspired by personal revenge scenarios he cooks up against those who have wronged him.
It's a training exercise, a therapy to imagine these things, because just imagining these things in your head doesn't harm anybody. If everyone in the world could subscribe to this kind of therapy and be very specific, meticulous, realistic in imagining what they would do to those people who've wronged them, then the world would probably be a better place. People would probably be less likely to act out their violence against each other.
15 films are competing for the coveted Golden Star at this year's Marrakech Film Festival. Tune in to Euronews next Monday as we bring you the winners hot off the red carpet. Lisa Peterson, Marrakech.